Okay, where were we? I think we're just going to kind of run around for 2 days while everybody heals up, and then we'll see if we can't find 8 more heads to get paid. Oh god, we need tools. 2 marksmen and some raiders, but we are in no shape whatsoever to fight them. Actually, are we actually in that bad of shape? I mean, we need exactly 8 heads. It'll be 3 marksmen and 5 raiders. And it's at night time, perfect time to strike. Damage inflicted. Max fatigue, but that's not an issue. Action points, fine. You can still stand and stab. Damage inflicted, what is this? Hit points, oof, that's too dangerous, I think. Fatigue and hit points. That's actually fine. No. Mine off is still pretty tagged up. This is hit points. 40 hit points is quite low. What do you reckon, gang? Do we take a chance? Make sure, like, I mean, we've got full armor here. Full armor there. Full armor. Full armor. That leg muscle sucks. It's only initiative. This is action points per tile moved, so you can hardly move. But if we just give him full armor, 3 hit points, he's going to need to be charging forward. So I'll see what we do. We put Torkel on the front line, and that allows us to have Cannibal Who on the back line here with a pike. This is ambitious, this is risky, but we're all about that. Nothing ventured, nothing gained after. Sick. Oh no, one of our dogs died. The wounds are not all that bad. I'll treat. Let's do it. Although, of course, I have to remember the trick about averaging out the ranged defense down the front lines. 17. In fact, worth it. Put tight shields on everyone. In the back line, we'll just start with their shields out. Switch to secondary weapons. Just so they have some form of range defense. 16. Stobbie's. Well, I'm completely expendable anyway. Arnold's going to be the real sergeant here. Quickly check the bandages on the front lines. Check out the bandits and get paid. Hang on, there was a kettle helm there that's not being distributed out to someone. 29 fatigue. Oh, there's a ghost. Okay, hang on. Yeah, that's no bueno. 33, he's hardly going to be able to move. Okay, so Cobra Beast is just going to hobble around after us, trying to catch up. Wait for me, guys. Okay, it's night time. 8 of them. Hope we don't get any unlucky shots. Crushed windpipe is just arse. As much as I'd love to just sit in the high ground here, we need to charge at these nerds. The guys are wavering. always nervous of moving 4 spots because then these guys can one move into contact and get a swing off this turn. I think we'll draw a line here. So they will have to move twice, so they can only get... I think they can probably only get 1 swing off or no swings off. No swing. Okay, so Golder goes to that spot. Asbjorn goes there. Puts Diesel there, which puts Orkel. They can still get 1 swing off if they go this way, but they're more likely to put their shields up. Okay, just hunting bows. Will hurt like hell, but it could be way worse. It's the tier 2 crossbows that present the biggest threat right now. Energy. Okay, but beast can only move 2 blocks per turn anyway. Careful with that. Ouchie! At night! Through a kite shield. Yeah, you're right, Wolfric. That's the risk we took in hiring a grave robber. Criminal. Actually, with that minus damage inflicted, I should have just given him the 2-handed axe. Just be being used as a dedicated shield breaker. Oh well. Ooh, it's only 2 marksmen. Nice. Okay. Yeah, they're all targeting our wild man, which is Kilo, which is not surprising because he has negative ranged and melee defensive. Ouchie! Let's get into melee contact and get shields up. That's not what I wanted. I think our back line can get the pikes out now. Never put someone there, then they're in contact with 3 enemies in melee, which is pretty damn devastating. I think that's worth going for. This guy's going to have to spend action points to switching out to a melee weapon. They'll only get 1 attack, a Torkel, if he doesn't switch to melee weapon and to a shield. But if he had a shield, he would have equipped it anyway, so... Now the Diesel. I want you to take that high ground, but you're not going to be able to, are you? In that case, reinforce the northern flank. Oh, look at this Caber, can only move 2 squares every turn. That's sad. Yeah, someone's wavering now, aren't they? Hang on. I can't even use rally, I'm so crap. God, I'm just the worst. Actually, I'm a bit nervous of putting Ike here. Well, once the Diesel goes there, then I can move up there. My concern is that this Brigand Raider moves around here and gets... Ouchie! Yeah, agreed. I'm happy to have him in the squad. Can I attack there? I'm not sure. I can definitely attack from there, so I'll move. Don't. Ouchie. Don't have the best armor here in the middle. 10 turns, action 2. Can't reach this guy. I'm going to wait and see what this lad does. I think he's going to throw his javelins probably. We need to start getting aggressive here in the mid. These two guys need a Skolder and Isbjorn. Going to need relief. So do I break that shield or attack this guy? I think I should attack this guy. And Keeler, don't move. This lad will eventually throw his javelins away and then come into this spot. The other option is I move up and keep my shield up, but then you've got two swords making Keeler, only 84 armor. No. There you are. Hold a shield up and single shot. You can use shield break once he's in a position to be able to do it in one turn. Oh, that's a good hit, Asbjorn. I think taking that shot was worth it, with the risk, because that guy didn't have any armor left. And it ended up paying off. I only got the one dog and I haven't released him yet. But the problem is if I release the dog here, it just goes into the melee skill and gets chopped up by those two. Start putting the dogs on the flanks and seeing if there isn't some way we can reliably make the dogs go after the marksman. I'm pretty sure the dogs have AI that programs them to be more likely to go after the ranged guys. Not exactly sure. You know what? It's one hunting bow and one short bow. The real threat is these frontline guys. Ouchie, you asshole! Ow! Ow! Ooh. Goodness for those misses. Right. I'm going to wait. Because Caber can move, Arnold can move there, smash a shield, and then I can get 2 attacks off with Torkel. Same story with Stobbie. Doesn't have -3 action points. Shit. Still can't move in yet with Keeler. And they got pierced sides as well. Lord. We can pincushion. There you go, get wrecked, son. Get absolutely wrecked. Yes, die. Skolder, you are actually a pain here, so hang on to your fatigue and just keep up. Okay, damn it. Oh, I don't have the fatigue. Oh, I don't have the action points. Split shield. 6 AP, 6. I don't have the fatigue to do split shield. So I'll take 126% shot now. I'm going to save the fatigue and split his shield in the next turn. Keeler, do I move you forward yet? No, because Super Duper will just move forward. Sound I want to hear. Arrows hitting shields. And I can just wait here because finally Arnold can break that guy's shield and we can get to work on him. Mace, that's scary. And oh, he gets stunned. These guys need to go down. Hurry. Oh, Skolder's in trouble! Keeler can move forward now because they're more likely to attack Skolder anyway. Is it even worth trying to get Caber Beast to chase the archers? No, it's not. You can only move 2 squares every time. I think I'm ready to release the dogs on these guys. Hit. Oof. Skolder out of fatigue, no armor. This is bad. 2%. We need a kill here. One flail shot and he'll go down probably. Oh, come on, Cannibal, you need to hit that. Oh my word, Keeler and Scolder. Kill and break morale here. Oh, morale stood firm. Rip. Who is that? Scolder. Asbjorn. Level 1. Hardly surprising, the little ones are so fragile. Yeah, I really think they need to go back to the -50 or ranged. Lord Keeler, you're a pincushion. Pierced hand, pierced chest, deep abdominal cut. Run away bravely. This will be all. Stabbing. At least threaten him. Game of Beast. He's not going to be able to catch him, that's for sure, but it's worth trying. Right here. Oh, ouchie. Blunt weapons are amazing. This lack of fatigue here from Arnold is a real problem. Can't use split shield. Always too naked to use it. I'm not even going to bother trying to chase down these archers with capability. Ouchie. Oh yeah, there we go. That's our cue to run at them. Finally. Dog. This is a tree. He's like, come back here. Oh, ah, reminds me of the Black Knight in Monty Python. Get back, or the Green Knight. Get back here, I'll bite your legs off. What are you gonna do? Bleed on me? I'm invincible. Ever Beast the Invincible. You're a loony. Come at here. Arrgh. There you go. He's dead. He's but a scratch. Look, you stupid bastard, I've cut your arm off. No, you haven't. Look. A flesh wound. Remember the first time I ever saw that, I was horrified by the gore, but then like a few seconds later, you're like, oh, hang on, it becomes comical. And apparently they got a huge amount of complaints about that when we first released, and they were like, guys, it's a joke, it's satire, like, get real. Well, as always, marksmen are absolute ball bags. We suffered a wound, we probably didn't need to. Ooh. Scolder. Rip. And things are just going so well. Damn. Rip Scolder. Well, to be fair, in all of the playthroughs we've done, Lord Scolder's one head short there. We had 12, we needed 8, we had 11. Oh well, what the hell, let's go handle this quest then. Whew, this is true, this is pretty much a field hospital at this point. There's a temple around here somewhere. There is one there. Okay, we'll hand in the quest. Oh wait, we need to stroll to Grunenberg, hand in at Saxtor, go to the temple, buy some more gems hopefully, an amber, hand it in, make a few more 1,000 gold. Yeah, they do. The majority of those wounds are all treated already, and I think we spent like 3,500 gold. Luckily we had 7.5 at one point. Checking the prices here. Look at that heavy lamella, 285, but minus 40. Every time there's an armor, I'm going to check to see whether I can find a heater shield. Get to buy all the heaters we can. And a day tailor, let's just see what he has. We never know. 100 and something gold. Nope. The pity, because he has got brutish, which is nice, but clumsy sucks. There was a butcher there, which have higher fatigue and higher melee skill base. It's +5 and +5. But nope. Oh, he's peg-legged. Miners have minus fatigue, so I'll not be hiring a miner. 226 is cheap. 240, I think we can turn a profit off of that. All the junk. Money's getting a touch low. How much were those tools? No tools to be had. Tough times, yo. Tough times. Yeah, Bosco. Oh, there's 16 undead. We could have just farmed up for the heads. Oh well. It'll be a nice easy fight once everyone has healed up. Good XP. With the tools, 330. Oof. Too expensive. We'll buy just the one. Reminds me, we need to buy a dog when we find one. Ooh, hello. A farmer for 170. On. Oh. And he's insecure. Oh, we've got a level up on Ryoji. Very nice. Melee skill and hit points. Axe mastery. So we'll replace Ryoji. Actually, no, we won't. He's brain damaged, but he has got a star in melee skill. 60. Yeah, he's fine. We can keep him. Awesome. Got to work with that long axe, mate. Looking at the fatigue values here. I need to hand out these heater shields. We don't need to be carrying the kite shields if we're not actually actively fighting ranged. Not worth the fatigue, I don't think. Fatigue, yeah, that's bare minimum. 3, 4. Nice. Looking at the fatigue numbers, I don't think anyone has the fatigue to carry this, use the reinforced mail. Healer should be able to, once his wounds have healed. Right. Go and do this loop. Buy some gems. Make some money. And then I want to see if we can keep finding patrol missions. so well. I think we'll slow down a little bit with the recruiting of people to try to get guys with stars and melee skill. We've got one reserve. At least one more, I suppose. How much longer here? 1 to 2 days. 1 to 2, 1 to 2. 1 to 2. Okay. So we'll be back up to scratch in a day or two. Check the melee attack values. Almost ready to hand out some more axes. Available resource. Nope. Yeah, true. Well, and the butcher gave us his apron and his cleaver as well. Please be a patrol mission. Ruins of Fierin in the forest northwest. Don't know who lives there. We've already found that, and as soon as we get our next, there it is, next patrol mission, we'll go clear it out. Camp it up. Prices aren't great, but that's because we have disappearing villages. Disappearing villages will do that mission first, and then we'll do buy these gems, which their price should stabilize. We don't need those pikes, do we? Yeah, we can flog the pikes. We'll hang on to the boar spears for any new recruits that might need them. We've got 3 spare sets of worn mail, so we can sell that other mail that's heavier. 2 of those helms in reserve. Travel light. No tools though. We need 12 tools to repair everything. It sucks. Oh, but it's mostly this leather lamellar harness. We can actually pay to get it fixed here at the armor. I think it's going to be quite expensive. 283 to have it repaired. Actually, probably worth it. So that's 20 tools, and I think it would have taken more than 20 tools to repair it. It's 1 tool per 15. Okay, no, so it's 300 points of armor. Actually, that would have been cheaper to use the tools, but anyway, it's fixed. Heal by tomorrow. I think let's just camp overnight. And then we'll do this disappearing villages mission. And then we'll see what this is. Okay lads, take the day off. I don't like doing, this is the whole point of having reserves, you don't have to do this. Anyway. Sit around the campfire. Fire the scars. He was carrying around. Oh, we need a medical. 6. That's extortionate. Touch low as well. That's getting lower. I would like. Keep checking in on the. Okay, the injuries are gone, but we still. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Let's get to work. Healed enough. Something delivered. Not interested. What is this? Okay, things are disappearing. This is a 3-star mission, so there should be Nachtzeers or wolves. 3-star is difficult. I'm pretty sure it's doable. Emerald hunt down with terrorizers. We might actually be better served to hand out a few boar spears, just because it'll make it much easier to hit what we're going for. In fact, that, yeah, we had 59 accuracy and he was using an axe, which 79, awesome on the lamellar harness. Okay, I'll tell you what, regardless of the impact on the fatigue, I think we need to have, at the very least, male hauberks up front. This should be straightforward. But again, I just want to make sure that I have guys who can swap out people who are hurt on them. I only have one rotation on the back. Okay. Kind of scary. Axes and spears, toughest armor on the flanks. Let's go hunt down with terrorizing us here. Do we have a drink? I don't think that's probably worth it. Been long enough. Good, no one got pissed. I hope it's Nachteers. I'd much rather fight Nachteers than direwolves. Direwolves are such ball bags. 11 of them. Wow. Scary. Liar, you got retired honorably. We finally managed to get every single person in the team, except for the sergeant, have at least one star in you. And I know some people are going to say I make too much of having a star in melee skill, but the thing is, because it's true, if someone doesn't have stars in melee skill, they can still level up well enough that they have decent attack values by like level 7, but that's pretty rare as far as I can see. Right, there's 11 of these fuckers. This is actually kind of scary. Diesel, I don't want you fighting at height disadvantage. I need you to knock this nerd back. Perfect. That's actually just fine. It means you can't put your shield up, which is scary. I'm going to have Virgin move up and then attack, which should let everybody get into a position where they can attack. Yeah, walls wherever possible. Let's focus down one of these dogs. Great work. Normally I would shield up when we're in contact with these dogs that can attack so much, but our lads have a pretty damn good damage output. He says as they miss. Useless. Only killed one. Badly wounded another one. Job. Yes, one more. Oh, come on. Nice. Who is that? Torkel. Good job, friend. Good job. Like every time we come past the city where you retired, you're in the tavern shouting obscenities. I used to work for you guys and then I got fired. Yeah, berserk. Ah. No, that wasn't worth it. I still want height advantage though. Okay. Yeah, berserk is an amazing skill. You do need to make sure that the person who has the fatigue to be able to use the extra attack. Doesn't help you get extra attack, but you're too exhausted to use it. Come on, kid, I need to hit more of those. Anyone? Ah! Oh, Ryoji decapitating. Release the dog. And speaking of dogs, I think, Archie, we bought another dog. That stupid dog tried to move and then got killed. Luckily this wolf is fleeing now. I think we bought a second dog but didn't equip it. This wolf needs to go down. That's the biggest threat to killing our dogs. don't see us getting back onto him this turn. Our dog's just going to have to be brave. Nice. It did at least make it waver, so -10. Can I knock it back? And it's breaking. Yes. Oh! Oh! Yeah, that height advantage was the difference. And it was 2 attacks as opposed to 3 because I knocked it back. I'll always make an effort to save the dog. I'm such a dog lover. I have a wonderful Steffi and a Jack Russell back home in South Africa. Yes, me, berserk. Ah! Aha! Run in fear. There you go. That's true, that was some epic movie, you know, Turner and Hooch type stuff. Man, God, that movie made me cry. Turner and Hooch, right at the end when the dog dies. Oh, so sad. Although any movie ever where any dog dies. It even gets to the point where if I see a movie and I know there's a dog in it, I'm like, if the dog dies, I'm not going to watch it. I can watch people die, fine. Who cares? But dogs dying, tragic. Okay, level ups. Meinolf, the shield bearer. Finally, you have earned the right to carry an axe. Proud member of the Lost Vikings. And you've gotten Pathfinder as well. Meinolf, here is your axe. Carve runes and pictures of naked ladies into it. Use it well. Hopefully it'll help you come over your trauma. Overcome your trauma, excuse me. Come over. Asbjorn, give us a +5. Not going to happen, is it? +3. Peace. And +4 in ranged. I want to get up to 50 as soon as I can. And fast adaptation at level 1 because you're on the front line. Oh, cool. 3. 3 there is nice. And 4 there. Sergeant Arnold. Ready the troops. Nice, we needed that +3. God, we needed that. Okay, awesome. You can take over as our premier banner boy and fire my useless ass. I thought it might be funny to make a dastard Craven dodge it, but good lord, what a failed experiment that was. I thought there was an event where you can actually remove the dastard trait. I think there is, but it never really turned up. So Nazagast, you are going to get replaced at some point. You are the last person who doesn't have a point in melee skill. Arnold is now our sergeant. 82 resolve, that's nice. Okay, so there's a spot in the roster once we place Nazagast. So as a raider, your main skills need to be melee skill, melee defense. Fatigue is obviously important. So is hit points. Let's get your hit points up to at a minimum of E. You will take Colossus. Then that should put your hit points at about 80 odd, which should be a-okay. So dogs on the flanks. Run down archers. Falcon there. Okay. Surely bandage there. Excellent. It's all spare. Loads of wolf pelts. We need to sell. Some trading. True. 1700 crowns. That's actually quite nice. And that mission wasn't too difficult. I mean, I used to turn down 3 skulls almost on principle, just assuming they were too difficult, but I think it's worth seeing what they are. If it's a hunt downwards terrorizing mission, that should be pretty easy. If it's a delivery mission, just avoid the fights if they're too tough. I think the 3 skulls where you really run into trouble are the guard caravans, because you can't control the fights. And of course, if it's a 3 skull greenskin, forget about it. Good lord. Give me cheap uncut gems. Yeah, baby. I don't even need to hang on to those wolf pelts. I mean, it will only give us 100 armor, 100 points of armor, which is not worth at all. Right, we need tools. We need them now. What needs repairing? Blacksmith's gonna have to do. Charge us 48. Yeah, that's all fine. Excellent. Carrying a fair amount of gold there. What do we have here? Ooh, a brawler. Come on, stars in melee. Here we go. Nope. He's a dumb brawler. Robert, jackass. You're fired. Militiamen are not bad. They have neutral stats, but at 11 a day and a high initial cost, it's not worth it. Let's just go sell these goods we've bought. We're probably carrying 2,500 gold worth of gems and another 900 worth of copper. That's true, we'll forget it. If you're doing a caravan guarding mission, particularly a long one, and that's 2 skulls and above, that's why I wanted to have 4 reserves and actually a large amount of spare armor. So in the middle of the caravan guarding mission, you can just swap out the injured guys and the damaged armor. Keep fighting. Look at that, 4,000 gold. Beautiful. 440. Like, we need to find somewhere we don't get completely ripped off for tools. It's just brutal. Let's buy some nice fancy food here. Keep the lads happy. They've earned it. They've been through a lot. Okay. For this amount of money, I think we should go north, see if we can't find tools, and maybe buy another axe. It's a very, very cheap witch hunter. It's tempting. There's higher resolve, but no. None of these are guys I want to hire. I'll just check this to see if it's a troll. Perfect. 300 in advance, 60 per head for 20, awesome. So 1200 plus 300, I want more per head. Okay, fine, fair enough.